Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the Cocoa Bear brand Baby Forehead Thermometer. It's a non-contact thermometer. You're going to measure a baby's forehead temperature or an adult's forehead temperature or child from about 2 inches away from the forehead. Has a fever alert function we're going to test. Has a 3-color display. And it will not wake the person up or the baby up because it's non-contact. And this brand is considered to be a professional brand. It's even used in hospitals. This supports 3 types of measurement. It'll measure room temperature, surface temperature, and the temperature of a person's body. It'll store previously 32 temperature measurements. We're going to show that. It uses 2 AA batteries, which were included, which is nice. And these batteries will last for 40,000 readings, so that's a long time. Comes with a nicely written instruction manual and a little holder that says Cocoa Bear on there. So they're very simple to do. The first thing is on the bottom, there's a little arrow pointing out. Lift that up, and you'll see polarities on there. You'll see a minus and a plus. So the plus is always the tab. So you want to put it in with the plus matching the plus, and this one goes in with the minus matching the minus. Then you slide like that, and you get a beep, and it's already turned on. Now the first mode it's going to show, let's see, it's in body mode. You can see that display right there, it says body. So it's saying low because it's not getting any temperature. So let's say this is a person or a baby's forehead. And you go like that, and it shows 97.3 degrees Fahrenheit. And you notice how it lights up, which is really nice. So we're going to test this, and we're going to heat up something, heat my hand up with a heater, and I'm going to see if I can get the different measurements there. But that's one mode. Now there's a mode button right there. You hit it again, and it says room. Now when you hit this now, it's actually showing the room temperature. I can block the display, it doesn't matter because it's measuring the internal temperature of the room. When you bring this into different rooms or different environments, like from outside to in this case I brought it to my basement from my upstairs, you want to wait about 10-15 minutes for the sensors to stabilize, which I've already done. So room temperature is nice. That's actual room temperature. That's not shooting any kind of beam to get that. That's actually internal. When you hit the mode button again, now it says surface temperature. Now it's going to measure the temperature of the surface. And you see it's 66.2. That measurement is very similar to what is on your typical infrared readers, where it measures the surface temperature only. So that's one of 3 measurements this will do. So I can even point it all the way over there as a 61.9 because my floor is very cold in my basement. And I'll go back to the table and you see it increases. You can also measure the surface temperature of my hand, and you can see it's not the same as the body temperature because that's more accurate, and it's taken into account various things on the body and on the forehead. So that's the way that works. You have a button right here, a set button, and you could turn the sound on and off. There's a voice on there also we're going to test. We're going to keep that on. And then you have the memory function button right there. So if you hit that button, it's going to show the last 30 measurements. And it'll change whether, like there it's saying surface temperature, and then it'll go over to room temperature. It'll show that, and eventually we'll get to body temperature also. So it kind of stores all those last measurements, which is really nice so that you can keep track of what's going on. It's 32 measurements back. So we're going to test some other functions of this. I'm going to heat up my hand and see if we can get some other display on there to show how this would be used if a child or a baby or a person had a fever. So I have a heat gun on the corner of my studio table right here, and I'm going to use that to simulate different body temperatures. So I'm going to put it near my hand right here, turn the unit on, and you see it goes to yellow. I don't know if the camera's picking up the yellow right there, and it's warning me that we're approaching a fever temperature. And then it goes to red because I went over a certain temperature. So that's the different color display. It goes yellow first and then red. Now if I heat it up even more, that's when it goes to the red high warning. So what's your overall thoughts about the Cocobear brand baby forehead thermometer, non-contact? I like this product. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. And as I demonstrated, I'm using my hand and a heat gun. I was able to simulate the 3 different levels of temperature that you could measure on your child, your baby, or yourself on your forehead. I like the fact that this thing measures room temperature, contact, surface temperature, and also temperature on the body without touching the body. That ability to go 2 inches away or so is nice, because then you're not going to wake up your baby, and that's really helpful if you're a new mother or dad and you don't want to wake up your child taking their temperature. This is going to allow you to do that safely, and remember, you could turn that alarm sound off so that you won't even hear those beeps, that way you don't have to worry about waking up your baby or your child. So this is a great product. It's going to be really well engineered. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating on my channel. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to alert to new video uploads. And if you like this review, please hit the like button. I hope the information I presented helps you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.